can ask, but I don't think I want. Should I go through every one of them? So as we said, like Fells Point and Feather Hills are a little bit more expensive because it's closer to the harbor. But the pros are there's a lot of great nightlife and there's a lot of like young professionals and stuff. And the cons are that you need a car, and then there's also no shuttles. That's provided by Johns Hopkins. But for Mount Vernon, Hampton, or Mount Vernon and Charles Village, you definitely get shuttles.
But usually the cost is for the whole house.
Yeah, the cost is for the
The
whole house.
So you split with the roommate.
Yeah, you split with the roommate.
Yeah, a little more pricier than it usually is on me personally. I pay 700 and a lot of people
Yeah.
can get a much cheaper deal. And these rents are like a little bit higher than average, I would say.
Yeah. So I guess in terms of transportation, there's the MARC train, which is $8 to go to Washington DC. There's also the shuttle that we just talked about that's free for all Johns Hopkins students. We also have a Blue Jay shuttle, which means that you can call and then they'll pick you up. And this is for your safety concern, like if you don't feel safe going to places at night, you can just always call the Blue Jay shuttle. And then there's also free lifts on the weekend nights, which I didn't even know that. And then there's also Charm City circulators, and that's also free buses provided by the government of Baltimore. And then there's College Town shuttles that will shuttle you to Towson, which is the big mall. And then also that's where bubble teas are at if you wish to have some bubble tea. And then there are things to do around Baltimore for sure. This picture is like the Christmas light show, I think. In the middle is where Inner Harbor is at, and there's kayaking, there's you can jog along the promenade, as you would tell you a lot about. And there's a lot of good restaurant at Inner Harbor as well. And there's a little Italy at Inner Harbor, so that's also really cool. There's a lot of festival there. And then there's Fells Point where the bars are at, and there's restaurant. And then obviously if you like sports, there is Ravens, which is a football team, and then do you have a basketball team? No.
Baseball.
There's baseball team, and I don't know what that is. What is that?
It's a farmer's market.
Yeah, there's also farmers market on the weekends. And then there's a lot of good food. We are near the Chest Bay, so we have a lot of crab cakes, and that's what we're famous for, and a lot of seafood. And then there's a lot of music venues, all kinds. If you like rock, you can go to a rock concert. If you like classical, there's symphony concerts. Yeah, and also if you want, you can always go to DC. They have a lot of those as well, but they're also coming to Baltimore. And I know if you like stand-up shows, Trevor Noah also came to Baltimore just in November or October, one of them, I forgot. So there's a lot of things that happens here. So here's the nightlife. So there are pictures of us going out. So this is a picture of the nightlife at Inner Harbor and then Fells Point, and then there's a picture of all the first years going out. And then, so as you see, first year get to know each other pretty well because we hang out a lot.
A lot of free time.
Yeah, we have a lot of free time actually. We are not people who shut ourselves up in the lab and just only do research. And then these are things around campus. So as I said, this is a the top left corner is a picture of the hospital, the old hospital. That's probably one of the oldest hospitals, I think. And then you have a lot of seminars that can happen, or maybe other kinds of extracurricular activities. And then on the top right is the Homewood campus. And then the bottom left is what we call the graduate student coffee hour. So every Monday you get a graduate student coffee hour for free. You go there, you hang out, you talk, and you get free cookies and coffee. And then also we have a really good music school that's called Peabody Music School. So they have a lot of free concerts for students. I think every other weekend or every weekend you can go to a concert for free. So perks of being on a school campus.
And you guys can take music classes.
Yeah.
At a discount.
Yeah. So like you can also learn a music instrument if you want. That's discounted. So extracurriculums for PhD students who are currently involved. There's the EDGE program we talked about. That's for professional development. And there's also PTech mentoring. That is for you to, if you want volunteering work, you can volunteer to teach high school kids through the PTech mentoring, I think. And then there's Biomedical Scholar Association. I'm not sure what that one is.
Yeah, it's similar to Biotech Network, which is like a professional student-run network who invite a lot of alumni over to talk and discuss about career perspectives.
And then there's robotics where you can try to teach elementary school or middle school kids about robotics or science. And then there's jazz band, there's acapella, there's dancing. As I said, Hugh here does break dancing. And there's
Also ballroom dancing.
ballroom dancing by Hong.
I just joined the club.
Yeah, and then there's Boy Scouts as well. There's also soccer team. I know someone does volleyball, so there's many different kinds of sport teams and badminton team, as we also talked about. There's STEM outreach. That's also volunteer opportunities. I don't know. Project Bridge is also teaching high school students, right?
Which one?
The Project Bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Project Bridge is another like teaching opportunity. So like if you want to go into academia and you're planning to become a professor, all of these teaching opportunities are great because you can learn how to like, talk to students or help you like learn how to plan, how to do lectures and all that stuff. And then ultimate frisbee is also another sport if you want to join. So yeah, so here's some detailed information about the Biomedical Scholar Association. So if you're interested in any of those, you can like contact us or we can like put you in contact with them. Yeah, here's some sports and we have great gym. We have like 2 gyms. Like one is on Homewood campus, one is on the medical school campus. So no matter where you are, you're gonna find a gym if you want to work out. And there's hiking areas around here because we are like near the Appalachians, I think. So like you definitely can hike. And then here's some of the events that we did. This is actually pictures of all the first year this year. So like every year we have Christmas parties, so you get to dress up very fancily and go eat a fancy dinner. And then other pictures are from the retreat. You go to this like nice hotel that's right next to the beach. You do a lot of bonding. And first years also plan a Halloween party, so that is the top middle picture that has everyone dressed up like and that's usually happens like in a person's house and first years plan that and then everyone joins us. So it's a lot of fun. And also like I know someone probably did like a turkey bowl or something in November for Thanksgiving. So that's the picture at the bottom right here, and that's what people did after their football race. Okay, that's all of it. And then
Somebody asked if the gym free. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the gym is free.
Yeah.
Okay, so is there any more questions? If not, we're gonna wrap up. Cool. So if you have more questions, you can always email us. You have the email. I'll see if I can maybe like put some of the information that we went through like online. We'll let you know if that happens. Otherwise, thank you so much for participating and like I hope our information helped you.
And good luck with the
Good luck
interviews.
with your interviews. If the professors are like not contact you by like middle of March, let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Or even early of March.
Early
You
of
can
March,
send
yeah.
me, email me,
Yeah.
asking about about that.
Yeah. In general, the interviews is not gonna be too hard. Know your stuff. Know your stuff.
Okay.
Well, thank you. Bye.